Greetings, Earthlings. Welcome to Planet Alien here on YouTube. I'm your little alien. Hello. Welcome to my channel. No. Yeah, I felt like being a little festive, being a little different. I didn't really want to put makeup on, so I just put some mascara. And then, this is my new hair. It looks fabulous, right? Or is it my new hair? Who knows? No. But anyways, okay. So, yeah, I have my... Wait, let me see if I can do it. My unicorn thing on. With a unicorn fucking headband. I'm into aliens and unicorns, so deal with it, okay? Plus, if you're gonna get a onesie, I want the unicorn or a minion. I would have got the minion, but I want the unicorn more. Okay, anyways, so I'm finally making the video that you guys have been waiting for and been asking for, and I'm sorry. I was going to make it yesterday. I really was. Like, I had just finished the episode. I was psyched. I was ready to go into this video. I went to grab my tablet, and it fell, and the inside of the screen just completely cracked. So now I have to wait till Tuesday to get a new one. And I actually had something on there that I wonder if I could still get it off there. I'll try to. But I had something on there of me reacting to, like, the end scene because, like, I knew something bad was going to happen at the end. Like, I knew Archie was going to go to the detention center. I just didn't know why, like, if he was going to be found guilty or not guilty, you know. I figured he'd be found guilty, but thankfully they were deadlocked. But then Archie decided to take the deal because he didn't want his family members to go through all that and his friends, which I understand, but Archie... Okay, so let me get into this. This is my review of Episode 1, Season 3, Riverdale. It is back, better than ever. I'm fucking loving it. First let me start with Doyle and Ben. What the fuck is going on here? Okay, so I'm guessing I can't remember the exact thing he said because I couldn't really hear it, but he said something the dimension or something is real, you know. Him and Ben thought they were just like playing this game, but it turned out it was more than just a game. They were actually stumbling upon something. Now, we've seen these like cult-like symbols on the Riverdale sign since last season. They didn't just appear this season. They were there last season too, I believe, because I remember them. So we have these, like, weird fucking cult-like symbols. We have this fucking farm that Polly and Alice are all for and all like, oh, the farm. The farm will help you. Edgar will help you. You know, drink the Kool-Aid, Betty. You'll feel so much better. It's a fucking cult, dude. It ain't a farm. Like, Polly, oh, you want to judge me and my friends. You're the one in denial and stuff. And it's like, bitch, your friends, you are in a cult. Just admit it, okay? It's a fucking cult. Edgar, oh, he's a self-help guru. My ass. You know what they call people who are leaders of cult? Self-help gurus. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are some out there who are actually self-help gurus. But in this case, Edgar's a fucking cult leader. He ain't no self-help guru. And, like, what the hell? Like, anyways. So, Ben and Doyle. Okay, so now we know the two bodies that Jughead found. Like, Doyle was acting so fucking weird. Whenever Jughead asked Ben and Doyle in the diner what they were doing, you know, Doyle was going to say something, but Ben was like, Doyle, you know, like, don't say anything. So he didn't say anything. Then Doyle came by, and Jughead wasn't there, you know, and of course, yes, he does give off that creepy vibe, like FP said. So then, Doyle came back when Jughead was there, but Jughead was about to leave, which probably was not the best idea, but you know what, there's more important things than whatever you stumbled upon at this moment, because who the fuck knows what you're stumbling upon. But anyways, basically a cult moving into Riverdale, that's what they're stumbling upon. But it's so crazy, because it's like, I knew Doyle wasn't going to be there when Jughead got back. He was just so nervous and anxious, Doyle, that, like, I just knew something was off and he wasn't going to be there and something was going to happen. And once I saw for sure he wasn't there, I was like, oh my god. This is when, like in the previews, Jughead found those two bodies. It's Ben and Doyle. And they have the same marks carved into their back as the sign coming into Riverdale did, you know? And it's like, did they each carve that on themselves and then drink like this Kool-Aid? Because I don't understand. They stumbled upon something real going on in Riverdale, something very supernatural, very cult-like. But does that mean that they were trying to sacrifice themselves, trying to kill themselves for this statue, for whatever this represents? Or was someone else's hand up, like, did someone else have a, wait, let me be the, did someone else have a hand in this? Sorry. Did someone else have a hand in this? Because, like, I mean, they could have easily, Ben carved Doyle, and then Doyle carved Ben, and then they drank whatever they drank, the Kool-Aid. And next thing you know, they're, like, dead on the floor, but they're not dead because Ben's, like, foaming at the mouth, needs help, like, immediately. I don't know if he's going to survive. I think so, because Ben's story is very odd. He comes in and out at the weirdest fucking times, and now he's involved in this. It's like, what is going on with you, Ben? Like, I need to know who this Ben character is, because, like, I don't ever see him at Riverdale, hi. So it's like, does he go to school? Does he live in Riverdale? How does he know Doyle? How did they, like, I've never seen him and Doyle before. Like, it's just so odd that him and Doyle now suddenly hang out. But I guess it has been a whole summer. But I think it's also a key part, him and Doyle hanging out. But, like, I'm just so curious as to if Doyle and Ben decided to go check this out, what they found, and in the process got attacked and basically was sacrificed to this statue-like thing. But I don't know, I feel like they might have done it to themselves, but at the same time, I feel like, why? Well, I don't understand why they would do it. And Doyle was so freaked out that I don't understand why he would do this. I think he was freaked out because he got too close, like him and Ben found out too much, that he was nervous that he might not live another day. I mean, shit, like, he found some stuff out that I'm sure people don't want being found out. That's why that whole setup was way far in the woods, because it wasn't something that people could easily find, or else people would be like, what the fuck, like, freak out, this is a cult-like thing. So, yeah, so the Ben and Doyle thing, I'm very curious, like, have they always been friends? What is going on with Ben? Like, what's his deal? Are they gonna live? Hopefully. I mean, Doyle wasn't, like, moving, but Ben was, like, foaming at the mouth, and Jughead's, like, yelling for help, and it's like, I hope they live. Like, I want to know what the fuck is going on. Like, clearly there's a cult. Clearly. I mean, that's very obvious. But I'm just so curious as if they did this to themselves, or someone else did this to them. Like, we didn't really get to see, were they, like, forced to drink it, Did they carve it? I guess next episode we'll get to see more into it and, like, what exactly went down and stuff. So I'm excited to see that because it's very interesting. I love my Jughead. Like, I just have to say that. I love Jughead so much. Like, he's my babe. Like, I just love him. Honestly, I don't know. Season 3, there were quite a few Bughead scenes, of course. I mean, there was Virtue scenes as well. But it's like, I kind of feel like I've become immune to Bughead come Season 3. It's like, I'm so used to seeing the same old thing, and I'm so used to seeing fan service, in my opinion, that it's like, this is what we get, like, I've become immune to it. I'm just like, okay, yeah, like, woo. Like, I kind of just became immune to it. But, yeah, so, Betty and Jughead, I mean, she is his serpent queen, and, she is wearing the jacket, the serpent jacket. Well, either way, she'll be a target. Because I was going to say, if Jughead really cared, he wouldn't want her in that lifestyle. But she's already a target because she's with Jughead. So she's already a target. Which, Penny, I will take you the fuck down, bitch. Okay? And that main ghoulie, I don't like you, okay? I'm so glad Cheryl shot that arrow. Like, come closer to Jughead and see the fuck what happens. Like, Jughead's like, Cheryl's a loose cannon. It's like, no. Yes, okay, she probably shouldn't have shot that arrow and started, like, a war, but at the same time, she was also protecting Jughead, and she's a serpent, like, and she's fucking badass, dude. Like, Penny knew that if she shot that arrow at her, she would not miss, and Jughead even said it. Cheryl doesn't miss, and I'm just like, I'm for this, like, I'm so for Cheryl being a serpent. Like, this is, like, totally epic. Not to mention her and Tony spent the whole summer together on motorcycles, road tripping together. Like, that's so cute. I love Shoni. But, yeah. So, thank God they got Hot Dog, because I never like when an animal's involved. Do not involve an animal, okay? do not. Like, animals are sacred. You do not hurt or involve animals. And I knew, oh, sorry, I knew that it wasn't that quiet, I knew that as soon as he cut that chain, something was going to happen, and of course something did. Penny was waiting. Although I gotta say, Penny has like a shorter haircut, it looks like, and she's looking pretty damn good. Like, she always does, but this season she's not so much wearing so much black, and she's looking a little more, I don't know, put together, more, like, not so dark, I guess you could say, but she's looking good, like, but I don't like her. Although I would love to play her sister. How amazing would that fucking be? Let me be a sister. Oh my god, wait, actually. Okay, I wanted to read this because this girl literally just made my fucking everything. Like, seriously, being on Riverdale is like a dream of mine. Being an actress is a dream of mine, but I would love to be on Riverdale. I don't even care if I'm just a dead body found in the fucking woods. I don't give a shit. I would love to be on Riverdale. But my girl Ruby Leslie said, she commented, and she was like, they should put you on Riverdale as a new good sheriff or FBI agent that takes this Sheriff Minetta out. I would fucking love, like, I could be like a new FBI agent, I'm fresh on the case, and I'm, taking down the corrupt cops like Sheriff Minetta. Sheriff Minetta was only on screen for, like, not even a minute, and I still just hate him with every passion in my body. And Hiram. Oh my fucking god, Hiram. Hiram fucking Lodge. Season 3 better be the fucking takedown of Hiram Lodge. Like, I love Mark Consuelos. Yeah, I said that right. But I hate Hiram. Like, he was so surprised that Archie just, like, took that deal. Like, he was super surprised. Like, Hiram is a fucking, oh my god, he's such a shitty person. And it's true, Hermione is a prisoner because Veronica might be protected because she is the daughter, but Hermione's just the wife. He could always get a new one, so she really has no protection. But she makes sure to let you know she's not a puppet to him either. But, like, damn, you could have tried to help Archie. Like, he's being framed. Like, this is a fucking kid, Like, it broke my fucking heart to see Archie going through this and to just, and I understand, like, you guys, if you have been watching my videos, like, last season, Archie really went down a bad path. He trusted Hiram, which he shouldn't have. He got involved with Hiram, which he shouldn't have. He ran away from Cassidy, leaving him with Andre, who carries a gun, which he shouldn't have done. And knowing Hiram, I mean, of course he's going to have him killed, no matter if he just broke in or not, he's still going to have him killed. But it's like, yeah, Archie walked away and heard the gunshot and he knew what happened, and he probably shouldn't have walked away. He probably, he shouldn't have left, But at the same time, it's not like he could have predicted what was going to happen, But at the same time, he should have kind of knew. Like, that's what gets me. Like, Archie, like, this Penelope bitch was explaining all these things that Archie has done, and it's like, but you don't know the reason behind all these things, like the Red Circle. That was to protect the people of Riverdale because of the Black Hood, That was to protect the people. I mean, what was some, hold on. Okay, sorry, like, I'm trying to think of the things she said, because I watched this yesterday, and I'm just making the video now. But then she also talked about how he put a gun to Sweet Pea's head, which, if you knew the reasoning behind that, then you wouldn't really think it's a bad thing. And not too long ago, the Southside Serpents were so fucking evil and bad people, and they deserve to die and be fucking just kicked out, burned at the stake for all they care. But even when the girl said that, even Sweet Pea was like, really? Like, dude, that was so long ago, we're good now, like, like, even he was like, what the fuck? I mean, let me also, what else did it? Damn, I can't think of all the examples she gave, but she gave all these examples of Archie being a violent person. But the bitch, you didn't explain the reasons behind this violence. And it wasn't even really violence, okay? I mean, oh, the riot thing also, like, dude, if you knew the reasonings behind why Archie did what he did, you wouldn't think, oh, this kid's violent. Like, he doesn't look violent. Like, he's not violent. He's been a good kid up until he met Hiram. Like, ugh. But what I was saying is, Archie's talking about how he deserves this because he decided to take Hiram's side last season. He decided to trust him over his dad. He decided to help him and stick by him. He decided to make those mistakes. But in that time, he wasn't thinking they were mistakes. He was thinking of this Black Hood, and thinking of wanting to take him down and thinking of wanting to protect his dad. And of course, Hiram saw that and played on his weakness, which pulled Archie in even more because Hiram has all this power, so Archie feels like maybe he could do something, not realizing that Hiram is the one who's trying to have his dad fucking killed, the second time anyways. The first time was actually Hal Cooper, which I was very surprised that it was, but, I mean, I guess, I just don't understand why you wouldn't go after Hermione. She's the one who's still married. Fred is not. Like, what the fuck? Like, how is he an adulterer? He's not married? Damn. Like, that still fucking gets me, dude. But, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Archie. So, like, he feels like he deserves this because of everything he did last season. And trust me, I hated Archie a lot last season. And Veronica too. I mean, they were doing shit that was really pissing me the fuck off. Shady and lying, and and Archie choosing Hiram over his own fucking dad. And I hated who Archie became. And I don't blame it on Archie fully. I blame it on Hiram playing on his weakness because of the Black Hood and because of him wanting to keep the town safe. And Hiram knows how to, reel people in. That's his thing. Hiram's like the devil in fucking disguise, which he really is. Like, he gives no shits about framing a kid. Like, and it's because he betrayed me. Like, who gives a fuck, dude? Betrayed you? Like, he helped you so fucking much. Like, he could have easily gave you up to that FBI agent who wasn't really an FBI agent, but he never once did. Like, and then he wants to be like, oh, to Veronica, you chose a boy over blood. And it's like, yeah, good thing she did. Look at the father she has. Why would she want to choose you over Archie, the good, nice, wholesome kid? Yeah, last season he wasn't like that because his mind was warped because of the Black Hood and Hiram and everything going on. So he wasn't in that right state of mind. He made mistakes. They all do. And they will continue to make mistakes. But now, what was I saying? But now, like, whenever he said that to Veronica, it's like, you don't have a daughter anymore. And I'm so glad she fucking said that, because I was hoping she'd say that, and I was thinking she would, because it's like, yeah, you don't have a daughter anymore. I'm sorry. Like, no. Like, I feel like the way Archie's gonna get out, because there's no way he's spending 2 years in the detention center. Like, no fucking way. Like, I don't want him in a detention center. Like, I'm so upset that Archie, why couldn't you just keep going to trial? Like, I understand you don't want to put everyone through this again, and I understand you feel guilty and you feel responsible for what happened last year to Cassidy and to everything, but dude, 2 years in the detention center, like, no. Like, and how Hiram could do this to his own daughter and to an innocent kid, like, when Fred punched Hiram, like Betty said, it was so cathartic. Like, literally, I would have fucking just pounded his face in. Like, seriously. But one thing I don't get is Veronica talked to Hiram about framing Archie, like, twice, and not once did she think to record him. All you had to do was record him talking about framing Archie and give it to Mary or give it to the DA, whatever, and let them hear how Hiram is framing Archie. But I feel like since Archie and Veronica break up, either Archie breaks up with Veronica because he's in the detention center, or Veronica and Archie break up because it's the only way that Hiram will help get Archie out of the detention center. That could be the reason why they break up. Because in the first episode, Veronica's against breaking up. Which, what was odd? Is in the preview for this episode, they had where Veronica said, me and Archie are endgame? Well, it just so happened in the episode, they took that out. I wonder why. Probably because no one wanted to hear that. Like, really? Me and Archie are endgame. Like, come on, really? It's different when, like, let's say if Betty said it, like, oh, you and Archie are endgame. Like, yeah, it would be different. Like, whenever Kevin said it, it's different because it wasn't like Betty was saying, "Oh, me and Archie are endgame." It was Kevin saying, "Betty and Archie aren't dating, but they are endgame." You know, that kind of thing. So I think it's very odd, very interesting that they took out that part where she says endgame because really they should have. It was the dumbest thing I've ever fucking heard. Like, really. But why even put it in the preview? Seriously, like you wanted, I guess they wanted to put in the preview so people would see that, and then the episode they weren't going to put it in, which is just weird to me. I mean, heck, you want to say they're endgame, so I really loved that season one kind of like feeling. First off, I love the flashbacks in episode one. Like, I love like seeing some of the flashbacks and also, like seeing what Archie wants to do, not go to fucking prison, but or detention center, but hang out with his friends instead, which he does. He spends the last few days of freedom with his friends, and family, and like, God, Vegas, that dog is gonna miss him. Like, ah. Okay, anyways, but no, what I was saying is, oh my God, I lost my fucking train of thought again. That's what I was saying. Okay, so you know how in season one, episode one, at the dance, um, Cheryl was like, "I'm in the mood for chaos." Well, this season, episode one, she was like, "I'm in the mood for hell raising," and I was like, I love that. I love that. Season one vibes. Like, I just love how they put that in there because it's like season one, she was like, "I'm in the mood for chaos." Season three, she's like, "I'm in the mood for hell raising." Like, making Cheryl Serpent was the smartest thing the writers could have ever done. Like, the smartest thing. Like, Cheryl is a serpent at heart. Like, you just know she is. Um, and I'm also actually surprised that when Betty's like, "I'm Serpent Queen, and a Serpent Queen is a warrior queen," I was surprised that no one really made a face, because it's like, I didn't make a face, but it's like, it's just like, you know, like, like, I don't, I don't know, every time I see Betty and Jughead, I just think of the half that they share, and it's like, I don't know, like I said, I become immune to it, but like, I hope they break up this season. I'm sorry to you Bughead fans, and it's not because I want Archie and Betty together. I just want Betty single and Jughead single, and I just want them broken up. I just want something different. Like, come on, please. Because could you imagine the writers break up Archie and Veronica, and that's it? They're like, we'll keep Bughead together, but we'll break up Archie. And it's like, dude, really? Like, come on, like. It's like, it's just, oh my God, it makes no sense. Like, it makes no sense. Like, FP needs to take back his Serpent King title or some shit. I don't know, because this is like some fucking weird ass play inside of the show of Riverdale. Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I mean, I don't. It's just, it's. I mean, I'm all for Jughead being a leader. I mean, I am. I have to admit, like, I kind of like Jughead being a leader, and like, I love Jughead. He's my favorite character. But like, I don't know. Just making Betty Serpent Queen, like, I don't know. It's just like, really, dudes, like, oh man, like, she doesn't need to be involved in that. But whatever. And okay. Now, another thing I want to say is Cheryl. Now, when they were all in the diner scene, Archie, Veronica, Betty, and Jughead, and Cheryl came in looking like, oof, she looking like a snack. Like, she was looking good, let's admit that. But, of course, Cheryl, being Cheryl, had to say something about Archie possibly being, put in detention center. So she's like, hopefully you'll be able to make it, hopefully you won't be, in chains, in detention center, whatever. And I was like, Cheryl, do you really need to be Cheryl right now? Because this is really serious. But it's Cheryl. But then you have Cheryl and Tony, at the pool party sitting down, and Cheryl's looking at Archie, and she's like tearing up because Archie saved her. He really saved her. And here she is not being able to do anything to help him. Like, yeah, Cheryl might be Cheryl, like in that diner scene, but later on, it's like she's looking at Archie and he's playing football, and he's like getting things in order. And it's like, it's sad because it's like she wants to help him, but she can't, and she feels like she's useless in this moment, but she wants to help him because he saved her. He really did save her. But of course, no one brings that up in court, all the good things he's done. No, they don't bring that up in court. Um, Another scene that I really liked was, like, I love that Archie scene of them working on the car together. I was actually pretty surprised that we got an Archie and Betty scene first episode. Like, I was kind of surprised. But then it makes sense because things are moving pretty quickly, especially now that Archie's in the detention center. But it's like, when Betty and Archie and Fred were working on the car, I was like, oh, I loved it so much. But then whenever Archie was like, oh, we got it done just in time, and you could just tell, like, Fred, like, his heart's just broken because his son could be going away for something he didn't do, and he doesn't deserve this, so he had to go inside, and that's when Archie was like to Betty, if I do go away, I want you to check in on my dad, invite him over for dinner, just let him know that he has someone. And Betty's like, you're not going away, Archie. And he's like, Betty, please, just in case, promise me. And she's like, I promise. And, like, that was such a heart-wrenching scene because, I mean, Archie, this fucking kid is, like, preparing everything so that when he goes away for something he didn't do, everything will be in order. And it's like, it's just so sad, but I did really love Archie and Betty. Like, it was a short scene, not much talking, but I did love seeing them working on the car together because I love that, and so I was happy to see that. Um, another thing another thing is, um, Alice and Polly. First off, okay, so, yes, so Betty has been lying about this therapist. Yes, she's been refilling her Adderall illegally, basically. But her mom's the one who forced that down her throat. But of course now Edgar's all like, oh, pills aren't the way to go. Drink the Kool-Aid. No. So, like, pills aren't the way to go and stuff. But it's like, Polly, it's like, stay the fuck in your lane. Like, stay the fuck out of Betty's business. Like, you're just trying to get her into your fucking cult, okay? Your mind is fucking warped. You and your friends. Yeah, you and the other followers, and then Edgar the leader. Like, what the fuck? But, like, Polly getting all up in Betty's business, it's like, mind your fucking business. Like, you're a creepy-ass motherfucker. Like, don't get me wrong, like, Polly, I gotta say, I do love her short hair. She's looking really good. But, like, Polly, you need to, like, stay in your lane, okay? If you and your mom want to be all Edgar, 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 then go right ahead. But don't try and force it on Betty. And yeah, okay, this was the first time all year that she said about her dad, Hal, being the Black Hood and killing 4 people. But so what, okay? She doesn't have to talk about it all the fucking time. Fucking Polly, when she found out, she didn't even seem like she cared. Like, she was just like, huh, okay, I mean, hello. And it's like, Alice, it's like she's literally brainwashed. Like, yeah, I feel like she's like kind of in, what's the word? She's kind of, become like hippie-like, she's become very, like, open and flowy and, like, always listening to Edgar, cult leader. But, like, at the same time, I feel like she's literally brainwashed. Like Betty said, like, dude, you're, like, fucking brainwashed. Like, what the fuck? Like, she was gonna burn her journals. Writing helps you. I mean, even though she doesn't bring up her dad, maybe in her journals she does, because it's easier to do it there than it is to do it with other people. It's hard to talk about your dad being a fucking serial killer, and your dad saying, we're more alike than you think, and you giving up Chick to your dad, I mean, there's a lot of things they don't know about that is going on with her. So, like, burning her journals, that is just the stupidest thing. Like, I'm so glad, like, Betty got her journals back. I know it's just a little thing, but it's like, stop listening to fucking Edgar. He's a fucking idiot. Like, are you kidding me? But, like, when Polly was like, oh, there's something about Betty you need to know to Alice, I was just like, oh, you fucking bitch. And then, of course, Betty came back and, of course, Polly had snitched and all that. And it's like, you know what? Let Betty go at her own pace. Let Betty do her own thing. Because on top of her dad being a serial killer, she also has her best friend possibly going to a detention center, basically jail, prison, So she's working nonstop to help him, with Mary and well, not Mayor McCoy anymore, but Sierra McCoy. So she's working with them to try and help her best friend. So it's not like she exactly has time to stop and think about her dad, the serial killer, But it's like, Polly and Alice want to force it on her, and it's like, let her take her time. Like, yeah, I do think she should see someone. I think she should talk about it, But it's like, that's for her to decide when she wants to do it. Okay? Polly, you need to mind your own business. Like, stay with your fucking cult friends. Keep warping your fucking mom's mind along with Edgar. Keep doing that shit. But the weirdest fucking thing, like, I don't know, was this like a fucking dream or something? Like, what the fuck happened? Like, I literally thought they were gonna throw the babies in the fire. Like, I was like, wait, are they about to throw the babies in the fire? Like, what the fuck is going on here? But then they drop them, and the babies float. And that's not a cult? Or maybe it's some kind of witchcraft. Or maybe it's both. But, like, what the fuck? They were floating. And then Betty had a seizure, probably because she hasn't been sleeping. You know, she's been going nonstop. She's been taking Adderall on top of Adderall on top of Adderall. So maybe that's why she had the seizure. But it was also weird why she had it at that time. Because I could have understood passing out from that. But she had a full-on seizure, which she isn't known to have as far as we're concerned. So, like, I'm curious as to why she had that. Was it, like, because they were doing, like, this thing? You know, like, I don't know. They're trying to get Betty into the fucking cult, you know? But, like, what the fuck? Like, these babies were floating. Like, what the hell? Like, what is going on? Like, there's some witchcrafty shit going on with some cult shit, and it's like, what are you even doing? Like, what? I don't understand. Like, you're telling me that this farm is just a farm? No, 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 no. Your babies are floating in the fucking air. It's not just a farm. Unless, like, Betty was dreaming this, which I don't think she was, you know? I don't know if she was. I don't think she was. I mean, she had a fucking seizure. Like, clearly it was real. She was having a seizure, you know? But it's like, it's so fucking odd. It's just so odd that whenever the babies, like, got lifted up, you know, like, floated up, that's when she had the seizure. I mean, like I said, it could have been, like, taking all the Adderall and never sleeping, but it could have also been the fact that they're doing, like, this fucking, uh, ritual shit, and maybe it was connected to Betty also, because Polly and Alice are really trying to get Betty in on this farm, and Edgar, and listening to him, and Betty's not having it, which I'm so fucking glad, because no, I don't need no self-help guru who's on a farm helping me with no fucking issues. I'll get a therapist, not a self-help guru, okay? I don't need to help myself. I need to get my mind in order and get my feelings out. And I'm definitely not going to tell it to a fucking stranger who tells Alice to do this, do that, do this, do that. And she just is like, Edgar said this, and Edgar said that, and Edgar said this. And it's like, oh my god, shut up about Edgar. Like, even Betty was like getting annoyed because it's like, oh my god, Edgar, shut up about it. Like, fuck. You know, listen to Edgar all you want, but I'm not, okay? Deal with it. Another scene that really got me is, man, god, this breaks my heart. Like, when Archie was actually, being arrested, you know, because he took the deal. And he looked at Jughead, and oh my god, my heart broke. He looked at Jughead. Like, everyone was surprised he took it. Like, everyone was surprised. Like, Kevin, Sheriff, everyone was surprised. But it's like, see, like, I love Jughead and Archie's friendship. I love it so fucking much. So, like, when Archie was looking at Jughead, like, oh, I broke my heart. Like, you know, because earlier in that episode, Jughead, Veronica, and Archie, and Betty, yeah. Oh, I said it in the order I want them to be, like, they were sitting around the fire after swimming, and Archie, you know, was talking about how, like, this was a good, you know, last day before, you know, trial and stuff, before he finds out if he's guilty or not guilty. And Jughead's like, you know, you could run and stuff, and Betty's just, like, crying because her best friend might go away. You know, her best friend since 4 years old, who's lived next door to her whole life, might be gone, you know, might be in this detention center, might get hurt, might, you know, who knows what might happen in there, who knows who he might come out as, you know, but I don't see him staying in there that long. There's no way they're gonna have him stay in there that long. At least I hope not. Like, I don't want to see him in a detention center, like, okay, I can handle it for, like, maybe the next episode, and maybe one more, but, like, hopefully he gets out soon. You know, I'm thinking he gets out by episode 3, maybe. I didn't see the preview for next episode because it didn't, excuse me, because it didn't show me after this episode, so I didn't see the preview, and I forgot to watch it before I started filming this, so I'm sorry, so I don't really know what's happening next episode, but, like, what I was saying, yeah, like, Betty was just, like, crying over this fact, and it, like, just broke my heart, like, she was, like, man, it broke my heart. Like, I was really happy with that scene because, like, that's real emotions. Like, dude, I mean, could you imagine, like, your best friend, like, and knowing he didn't do this. Like, everyone knows he didn't do this. Everyone. Of course, except Sheriff Mineta. Like, when Veronica was going to try and just sway at least one jury member, I was like, that's a good idea, but it's also a bad idea because, you know, you don't really want to get involved in this, and then it looks bad for Archie. It makes it worse for Archie. But of course, Hiram already knew Veronica and what she was going to do, so we had Sheriff Mineta waiting, and of course, Sheriff Mineta had to, you know, get her out of that. And it's like, you know what, you fucking piece of shit. Like, seriously, I want to be an FBI agent, or what the fuck ever. I want to take down Sheriff Mineta so bad. I can't wait till he burns and falls. You know, like, I don't know why I said that, burns. But I was thinking, I can't wait till he's nothing but ashes. Because you know what? You're going down, Sheriff Mineta. You think you're going to continue ruling the police station in Riverdale, and you think you're going to continue being Hiram's lapdog? Well, until he doesn't need you anymore. But, no, no, no. You're going down, Sheriff Mineta, and you're going down this season. And I can't wait to see you go down. I can't wait. I can't wait. It's gonna make my fucking day. Because, oh, nothing gets me worse than corrupt fucking cops. And he's, when I see his face, it's just like, I want to punch him. I fucking hate him. And it's like, you know what, Hiram? You know, fuck you. You know what? Let your fucking daughter try whatever she can to get Archie free. You know, like, fuck off, dude. You already framed him, so leave fucking Veronica alone. But of course, Hiram has to cover all his bases to make sure Archie gets in prison. Like, his daughter even begged him to please let Archie go. Please help him. Please. And nothing. And it's like, this is the daughter you love so much, and yet you're willing to hurt her this bad. And it's like, when she said you have no daughter anymore, I was like, yes. I was like, damn right, because he doesn't. He has no daughter anymore. And you know what, Hiram? Sooner or later, you're going to be the only one standing. You're going to be left alone because no one's going to want to be around you. Your own family doesn't want you or wants to be around you or have you around at all, you know? So sooner or later, you're going to fall and you're not going to get the fuck back up. And I can't wait. Hopefully season 3 is the takedown of Hiram Lodge because, oh my god, because we have Fred, FP, and Sheriff Keller, not really Sheriff Keller anymore, but Keller, you know, working together to do whatever it takes. So we have an ex-sheriff, an ex-serpent, and then we have the dad of Archie working together to make sure Archie gets out. I mean, how fucking epic is that? Whenever FP was like, we're going to do whatever it takes, I was like, I felt that. I was like, oh my god, they're going to do literally whatever it takes. Like, legit, whatever it takes, they are going to do. And I mean, could you have a better team up? I mean, Keller, FP, Fred, like, hello, I'm living for this. DILFs, like, dads I'd like to fuck, no offense, but they are so fucking sexy. But no, like, when I saw them too, like, when I saw the other two on the couches, like, because Mary was leaving back to Chicago, I was like, oh my god, these three are working together? I fucking can't wait. I can't wait. Hiram, you messed with the wrong people, dude. You really did. And oh, he betrayed you, that's the reason. Bitch, please. He threatened you, you got scared, so you framed him. Because you're a pussy-ass bitch who acts all fucking tough. When really, you need a ton of people to even be tough. I hope the mob takes him out, you know, because he killed that one dude, Putain, or whatever his name was. And it's like, Papa Putain. It's like, I hope the mob eventually takes you the fuck out. Oh, that's another example. They were talking about, oh, Archie injured a man who already had 2 broken legs. And it's like, Nick St. Clair tried to rape Cheryl. So, and he also tried to rape Veronica. So, who gives a fuck? But of course, they don't tell the reasoning because, of course, no. That would make it look good instead of making it look bad like they wanted to. Like, such fucking bullshit. I can't wait for more Jughead and Archie scenes. Like, God, I hope this season we focus on Jughead and Archie's friendship. I really hope so, because I love their friendship. Like, I really want that friendship, man. Like, God, I really want that friendship. Like, I miss Jughead and Archie together, you know? I miss them, you know, having scenes or making up or, you know, just them two being together, like when Jughead was living with them, and, you know, like, Archie was like, you're like my brother, and Jughead was like, nice bro whisper, Arch. And then he's like, you are my brother. And it's like, it breaks my heart. But, also FP putting the tattoo on Archie. I gotta say, oh, man. Archie with that tattoo is damn sexy. It makes sense now why he is a serpent, because it's gonna help him in the detention center, because there's gonna be other serpents. So, that is gonna help him. But I gotta say, he looking hot with that serpent tattoo. And even Reggie was like, ugh, fucking nice tattoo, or whatever he said, savage tattoo, and it's like, yeah, this is fucking wicked, dude, like, this is a cool-ass tattoo. Like, no lie, I might actually, like, on my ankle get, like, a serpent tattoo, because, like, okay, they're not part of the South Side anymore, because, well, that was basically destroyed and taken over, but they're still the South Side Serpents, okay? You can't take away who they are, and who they are is the South Side Serpents. Sorry. So Penny and the Ghoulies, you want to come for the serpents, the Southside Serpents? Come right ahead, okay? Because they're not afraid of you, and they're ready for whatever you bring to them, okay? And yeah, they've been doing surveillance on you, but Jughead lied and said it was because of Hot Dog, but really, it was also because you're working with fucking Hiram, okay? Penelope's working with Hiram, Claudius is working with Hiram, the Ghoulie guy, Penny, Sheriff Minetta. These people are working with Hiram for some reason or another. They each have their own reason. And it's like, one by one, you're gonna fall like dominoes, and I can't fucking wait. Like, I can't wait, I can't wait, I can't wait. But yeah, they're still the Southside Serpents. You're not taking away who they are. Just like FP said, no matter what, you are a serpent. That is who you are. You're a serpent for life. No one can take that away from you, and no one can. Southside might be gone, but that don't mean shit. You are a serpent for life. I wonder, did Cheryl get a serpent tattoo? Because we never seen if she got a serpent tattoo. I know we didn't see her go through the ritual, and so we also didn't see her get a tattoo. So, like, I wonder if she went through either one of those or got the tattoo, or maybe she just got the jacket. But surely she'd get the tattoo. That's the whole point. You have to get the tattoo if you're in the serpents. But, yeah, just listening to Archie, like, tell, like, Reggie about how he needs to, like, of course, Reggie's already the captain of the football team, but he was telling him, like, you need to also, be the leader and be, keeping the peace between the serpents and, the north side, whatever, because there's no more bad blood, there's nothing, we're all just one, there's no separating, and Reggie's like, trust me, I know, I've learned my lesson, like, no, trust me, I will keep the peace, because they're all one now, okay? There is no sides anymore. I think we learned that from last season. There's no sides anymore, and at the end of the day, they have each other, and they need to work together and be on good terms, and I love that. Like, I want the Serpents and the North Side to be on good terms and to work together and be friends, like Sweet Pea and Josie. Okay, I did not see that coming. Like, when I saw them sitting next to each other, I was thinking, okay, Sweet Pea, is, like, digging Josie, but no, they've been hooking up all summer, but it's just a summer fling because, of course, Josie wants to focus on her music, but who knows down the road, because I'm actually really here for Josie and Sweet Pea. It makes sense now why Reggie and Josie aren't, like, getting together, because now it's Sweet Pea and Josie. Like, I'm all for that. Like, I know it's just a summer fling, but maybe it will continue on. I don't know. I feel like it's going to continue on. Not, like, right away, but I feel like it's not just going to end, I feel like when school starts, it's going to continue on. Like, I don't know. I just feel like it is, and I hope it does, because I actually am digging Josie and Sweet Pea, and I kind of really want them to get together, like, officially, or even just continue hooking up, because, like, I love it. And, like, oh my gosh, she's me. I would totally get the serpent. Like, oh, serpent is for me. Serpent is for me. Uh, and then you had Kevin and Moose, and, like, Kevin saying how we need to make a pact we need to lose our virginity by Halloween. And it's like, lose your virginity to who? Because you're gay. So, to Moose or to someone else? And then Moose is just, like, looking like, well, like, do you mean together, or, like, what's going on here? Like, Moose, because Moose is, like, confused, he's in the closet still, so, like, I mean, what do you expect? He's in the closet, he's not really, he's not out there, whereas Kevin is, it's different. But, I mean, if Kevin and Moose, like, I don't think they're dating. It just seems like they've been hanging out. They're friends. You know, he's been there for since Midge died. But like, I mean, I'm all for Kevin and Moose or Kevin and Fangs. You know, like, I'm down for Kevin and Fangs. We all know Kevin has a thing for serpents. Let's admit it. He does. Who wouldn't? Let's be honest. I have a thing for the serpents. Like, but yeah. Let me make sure I didn't forget anything else before I end this. I also really do love that Josie, like, helped Veronica, you know, by telling her, like, well, I know where one of, like, the jurors are staying, like, one of them are staying, and I know how I could get you in there, and I'm like, Josie, thank you, even though Sheriff Mineta was already waiting, of course, but at least Josie, you know, helped her, you know, and it's like, oh, because, like, they know Archie's innocent and they just want to help him and they're not going to stop. They're not. He might be in the detention center. He might have took this 2-year sentence, but he's not. His friends, his family, they're not going to stop. He thinks, you know, he took the plea deal so they didn't have to go through this again, but no matter what, they're going through this again because they know you're innocent and they're getting you out. And I just can't wait to see Fred, FP, and Keller work together. Like, that is just going to be so fucking iconic and amazing, and I can't wait. Also, I'm guessing McCoy and Sierra McCoy and Keller are living together because it seemed that way. Like, when Josie and Kevin and Keller, you know, his dad, why am I spacing on the name? And Sierra McCoy were standing there, and Josie was like, so what's, you know, like, what do you think? And she's like, it's 50-50. It was like they're already, like, a little family, you know? I wonder if they're already, like, living together. It kind of seems like, I'm guessing they are, you know? I'm guessing they're living together. It seems like it. But, like, and it seems like it's going good. I mean, you know, Josie doesn't seem like she's super pissed at her mom or anything. So I'm guessing they're living together because it seemed like they were already, like, a little family, and I love it. Like, I can't wait to see, like, Josie and Kevin living together and, like, them maybe developing more of a friendship, you know? Like, I can't wait to see that. Like, I'm super excited. But, yeah, I think that was basically about it. I mean, I talked about everything. This was, like, 45 minutes long. Like, shit. I'm sorry it took so long. Like, yeah. Yesterday was, like, the worst luck ever. Like, yeah, it was just bad. And, yeah, sorry, I'm just sorry. But yeah, so I'm here making it. I hope you enjoy this Ranview. I really liked episode 1. It wasn't that fast-paced, but it was well put together, and the flashbacks really added something to it, and, you know, just seeing what's going through Archie's head, and I have to say, I really loved the dream that Archie had, where he's like, when Cassidy gets shot, instead of seeing Andre do it, he saw himself, and then he turned around and his friends are looking at him like he's a murderer, and he just looks and he has blood on his hands, and then his friends are gone, and I don't know, that just gave me chills. Like, that was just, like, ooh, like, I love that. Like, I just really loved this episode and how well it was put together, and it was very frustrating, like every episode of Riverdale is, but this especially was very frustrating, but I'm really excited to see what the fuck is going on with this fucking, like, cult-like statue thing in the woods, and what exactly happened with Ben and Doyle, like, and what exactly is Ben's deal? Like, what is he doing? Like, is he part of the farm or something, you know? So, like, I'm excited to see what's gonna happen, you know? Yeah, I can't wait for the next episode. I can't wait. Hopefully I'll actually do my review sooner than, you know, Sunday, hopefully, like, I'm sorry. But, yeah, so that's all I have to say for my review. I hope you enjoyed this. Riverdale is back. I love it. I am so happy. Yay! I love Riverdale. I wish I had a black wig so I could, like, be like Dark Betty. I was actually tempted to get a black wig and get, like, this black, like, lace thing on Hot Topic that is part of Dark Betty, you know? But, I decided to get the blonde one because, you know, like, blonde just seemed more fun. And, I mean, this is just part of, like, my Halloween costume for Fright Fest because you're not allowed to wear a Halloween costume, but I'm semi-wearing one so they can't say anything, you know? For all they know, this is my real hair. So, but yeah, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just want to say I love all you guys. I thank you for the support. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Even if you don't and you just watch my videos, thank you so much. Thank you for being patient. I'm sorry it took this long. I really am. But I really thank you for supporting me and being there. And yeah, it really means a lot to me. And I'm going to get back in, I'm going to get back in my YouTube mode. I am. Trust me, I am. Don't worry. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And until next time, guys.